Roe versus Wade. An argument that has been going on for a minute now because if you don't know, you should know. For a second, I almost got it confused with the Brown versus Board education, which for some reason I think they maybe headed there next. But I digress. We'll stick with Roe versus Wade. Now I've heard the arguments for the pros, heard the arguments for the cons, and I'm going to say that I'm somewhere in right there in the middle. Now, why do I say this? If I'll make it simple and easy for everybody. If you're trying to use this as a form of birth control, then I agree with the courts. You should not be allowed to do that. I don't think anyone should be allowed to do that. That is just wrong. We need to be more responsible. And when I say we, I mean both men and women, males and females, those who can get pregnant and get those pregnant. We know where we are these days. Now, all others who fall into other categories of all the other things that pull on all of our heartstrings. Yes, all of you women, we are with you. We support you, and we agree that ethically, those concerns should be heard and addressed, and each one of those should be handled on a case by case basis. But as we see with some states, are just going to run with it and just want to put it all into one category. Like I said, if you're someone who's trying to use this as a form of birth control, no, I will never agree with that. But let's just say you get pregnant and one of the children happen to be in the tube, or it's one of those situations where if you don't abort this child now, it can cost you and that child your life. In those situations, life or death situations, a decision needs to be made where whose ever life, and this is what I thought is how it went, whose ever life they feel as though that they can save is the one that they save, which means this is why in some cases wherein the mother dies when giving childbirth, some cases it's not that the mother died giving childbirth, it's just that the doctors had a choice to make. It was either to save the parent or to save the child. And in the doctor's eye, the child had a greater chance at life. In those situations, I agree when those things have to happen. I'm going to say again, with my first point when I started this off, if you're trying to use this as a form of birth control because you didn't want to use a condom, you didn't want to use the proper birth control, that plan B is still a part of that, but you didn't even do that. If it was a mistake, it should have been handled as soon as it happened. See, those women who's saying about the main thing that they talk about and all the other things outside of just using this for birth control, I can understand those things like, oh, that was a mistake. You're going to go correct a mistake you correct at that moment. A mistake is not corrected 6-7 months down the road. That's not a mistake. That's on purpose. The mistake was you thought that this man was going to still be here and he's not here no more. And now you want to say, oh, I don't want it no more. Or you find out that he don't have the money that you thought he had, and you thought that he was going to be a cash cow for 18 years, and then you find out that he don't have it. Then you said, "Oh, I don't want it no more." That's not what that's supposed to be for. Things happen, mistakes happen. We understand that. Even when things are done in a proper way, something can still go wrong because there could be an imbalance anywhere. Things need to be corrected. That's what we do as humans. We're supposed to fix, correct, do better. But it seems like we're regressing because those who want to use abortion as birth control are trying to lump their argument in with all the women who have a legitimate medical reason why this needs to be afforded to them. Those other ones, y'all need to call them out and tell them, no, you did, yours can be avoided, yours cannot. Here's why I say this. The ones that got pregnant on purpose because they went out and had sex, they made a decision to have sex with a man or whoever they had sex with. When you made the conscious decision to lay down with someone, whether you're allegedly in a relationship with them or you allegedly their side piece or whichever number you're supposed to be at that day of the week, you made that decision. You made that choice. You made that choice to get pregnant. You knew what was going on. You should have told them to strap up, but just close your legs. And I did that at all. But those on the other side, they have no control over that. Maybe someone had violated them, or it was just some freak accidental thing of nature where something went wrong and it needs to be corrected or fixed. Or, like I said, if it's outside of your control, I am with you. I support you. I think all of us support you because we understand your concern. Those other ones, we do not. You're just being selfish. If you don't want to have these things happen, Do it the right way like everyone else. It's easy, it's simple. You just want to be irresponsible because the world has programmed you that way. But as they say, all good things must come to an end, and this ride has come to an end. But I will say, for those of you out there who are just concerned about where you can go and get these things done, right now, and I'm reading this off my phone right now. This is the reason why I'm looking down and not at the camera as I'm reading this. New Jersey will not allow a person to be extradited to another state to be prosecuted for an abortion or any other form of reproductive health care. New Jersey will protect the license of a medical professional in the state who provided an abortion to a person who lives in a state where the procedure is illegal. New Jersey will keep private the medical records of patients who have received an abortion or other reproductive health services in New Jersey. New Jersey will prohibit any state agency or employee from responding to an interstate investigation or proceeding involving the pursuit of an abortion or other forms of reproductive health care. So, ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America, or the corporation that some people like to call them, they've decided not to approve abortions and all that things like that, and left it to those individual states in the union that creates the United States of America. So out of the 50 or so states, because I get it confused where they want to drop, add, or not add, or whatever it is they want to do with these US territories, out of all of those, right now, as I speak, New Jersey is the only one that is offering this. So if you're one of those, you live in New Jersey, I guess y'all can still I don't agree with, I guess, use it as a form of birth control like y'all been trying to do, but I don't know. But all you other ones who have the real problems, the real medical problems that really need to get, that stuff fixed, you can come to New Jersey, as you see the governor in New Jersey and all the cities in New Jersey would like you to come and make sure we will keep you alive. All others, I say, like I said, I don't agree with it as a form of birth control, but as in saving the life of a mother or possibly a child or whatever it is we can do in that situation, I'm all for it. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm Akeisha Ackworld Mullins, and this is the Ackworld.